All right, my friends, it's the Ozman with ya. And today, it's a rainy day. Well, it's not super rainy right now, but it's supposed to rain a little later. But I decided to do something new today. You know, usually when I do my little videos, I'm always on the motorcycle or I'm doing boot stuff or whatever. And I do have my, West Coast tall boots. I do have the West Coast tall boots. But today we're going to go to this kind of convention about oddities in downtown Los Angeles. Never been there, always wanted to check it out. So why don't you join me and we'll see what trouble we can get into. All right, see you in a bit. All right, my friends, I've arrived here at the convention center parking lot. $30 to get in, and they charge you before you have to like pay and then they tell you the price. Kind of a scam. But anyway, let's check it out. This convention center thing. All right, my friends, I'm at this Oddity and Curiosity thing. My first time here. Also, I'm using a new camera, so if you hear a lot of background noise, it's because I'm still trying to figure this thing out. But anyway, let me show you what it looks like here. So, a lot of people. Not sure. It looks like they pretty much sell like kind of gothic, almost horror stuff, kind of black metal, death metal kind of stuff. Got a clown over there. So yeah, quite a scene here at this thingamajig. First time ever been here. Right now I'm experiencing it with you guys. My first time experiencing this place is with you guys. I do kind of like the heavy metal vibe, black metal vibe of the place. All right, I'm going to do a little looking around, and if I see something interesting, I'll record it for you guys. All right, well, we got some witches over here. Look like they're on their cell phone. What we got over here? These people look kind of cool over here. So far, so interesting here. So a lot of people kind of in the black metal, death metal kind of a vibe with this whole gothic. I guess some people could say it was more gothic than metal, but it reminds me of like the black metal kind of stuff. This girl looks amazing. Oh, those are good boots. Got some nice boots, that girl. Not Westco, but nice nonetheless. Got some clown people there. They got a workshop over here. I have no clue what that workshop's about. The Sleeping Siren Art Oddity. It's kind of warm in here. Eerie etymology. Are those kind of like whips?
They're cat toys.
Oh, cat toys. Okay. kind of like a whip. Okay, I don't own a cat, so I didn't know those were cat toys, but you know, you get the gist. You get the gist. Anyway, yeah, quite an event here, I gotta say. A lot of cool looking people though, I gotta say. I like the vibe here. I don't know, well, it's like 20 bucks to get in and then 30 bucks to park. So $50 in total. I guess that's okay. You know, I used to do a lot of country line dancing. Should I buy one of these kind of shirts? I like this one with the pentagrams. Well, not the Baphomets, I should say, the Baphomets. Here I am, a heavy metal guy. Baphomet is the symbol of, well, obviously of the devil, but it's also the symbol of the mighty Bathory. So, and Venom for that matter. Should I take a taxidermy class? Do you think that'd be something I should check out? Wet specimen. That sounds slightly erotic. That was a guy, entomology, so I guess there's a lot of like taxidermy kind of stuff going on here. How you doing?
Good.
You made all this stuff?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I'm from San Diego. I'm a pen and ink illustrator. Working on a horror comic right now too. So that's what that one was. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You can take a photo of that if you'd like.
Oh, sure. Yeah. I'm just doing some video right now.
Yeah.
You know that I kind of dig the t-shirts, but I always like the design to be in the back, not in the front.
I'm very much a front guy.
Yeah.
So I get that.
I hope you don't mind if I record a little bit.
Not at all. Not at all.
Yeah, because like, for instance, that witch, the naked witch thing's pretty hot, but I would prefer the thing to be in the back. Because I always like when people look from me from behind and they can see the design.
Sometimes you can like hide the design with the jacket when you need to go incognito.
Yeah. So just FYI, for if you make more t-shirts, you know. But yeah, it's very cool. Thank you. What's your name, by the way?
My name's Kai.
Kai, okay. And they could, anyone who's interested can come to your site here?
Yes, I have my website, my Instagram. There is a newsletter. Sign up through the website as well. So.
All right, sounds good. Well, you got some beautiful work here. Thank you. Well, thanks for your time. That was a nice guy. He seemed like a friendly dude. I do like t-shirts where the design's in the back, though. So, for instance, I like that naked witch design, and he had a t-shirt, but I don't like when the design's in the front. If you ever notice my videos, I do have a few where, like, you know, there's a heavy metal like Judas Priest or something, but most of the time I like the design to be in the back. So if you ever see my Harley Davidson shirts. I always like it, the symbol to be in the back, maybe like a little Harley, like this one. You got the little Playboy symbol on the side. But anyway, let's keep looking around here. This is kind of disturbing. Hi. I wonder if these are from movies. There's the psychic. A lot of Halloween stuff. Dark arts and roses. Ouija board. You know, the Ouija board was always kind of creeped me out. I never really wanted a Ouija board. And every demonic possession I've ever heard of starts with a Ouija board. So, yeah, that's something I try to avoid. This is kind of cool. This guy looks like he takes old-fashioned pictures. Or it could be a girl, I can't tell. That's a girl. Yes, that's Susie Sue. That print, I don't know if it's painting or what, but it looked like Susie Sue from Susie and the Banshees. All right, my friends. So I'm taking a little break from the Oddity show because it is kind of hot in there, a lot of body heat, and also it's not raining right now here in LA. It's overcast, but I thought I'd show you a little bit about downtown here while I'm in the downtown area. So let's take a look. All right, so here we are at this hotel. I think it's called the Moxie or something like that. I don't know if you can see the whole thing. I'm still working out this camera, but that other building over there, I don't know if you can see it in the background. That's become like the graffiti tower. Let me see if there's a way I can zoom in on this camera. I'm still trying to figure this thing out. Okay. So can you see that? It's all graffiti up there. So back in the early 2000s, there was Chinese developers from China, and they said, oh, you know, the market's hot. Real estate's never going to go down in Los Angeles. So they bought this old parking lot, and they began this condo development. Well, it's condo slash hotel development. But then, long story short, the economy went downhill. They ran out of money, basically, and they abandoned the project. But meanwhile, this building is standing here, empty, half finished, and there's graffiti all over it because taggers have been coming, you know, in the middle of the night, and they've been tagging it up. And and a friend of mine who works for the city, he said to me, I said, well, why don't you tear it down or something? He goes, why should the city pay for it? We didn't build this thing. So it's become quite an eyesore. So I don't know, right now, apparently they're trying to find someone to buy this building, but so far no luck. But anyway, let's take a look. All right, so that's the tower right there. See it? Right there. And it's all full of graffiti all the way up and down. So that's the, and now they try to, they put a fence here and everything to try to keep people from getting up there and tagging, but so far people are still able to do it, I gotta tell you, I'm very impressed with how people are able to climb up that big skyscraper, but it is what it is here in Los Angeles. And that is Crypto Arena right there where the Lakers play. The convention center is right over there. That's where this Oddities show is happening. A couple of people walking over there. And, I'm just going to take you a little walk around the downtown area here. Okay, and there's another view of the tower. There's the lower half here. They were supposed to have like a jogging track and a mall and all this kind of stuff. But look at it now. It's just sitting here like half abandoned. It's kind of like, the apocalypse or something going on over here. But oh well, it's all part of the fun. All right, let's walk a little further before we go back inside the Oddities show. All right, my friends. So, by the way, I didn't say the date. Today is January the 3rd, 2026. So Christmas is almost over, Christmas is over, but here in downtown, they still got the Christmas tree up. I don't know. Oh, this is where they did the ice skating. I guess there's no ice skating today. And over there is where the Lakers play. Also the Kings, the LA Kings play here. So, yeah, and once again, there's that the tag building. Somebody named Salt, S-A-U-T. He tagged that building. Tom's Watch Bar. Yeah, so the party never ends here in downtown Los Angeles. But anyway, usually this place is pretty happening, but right now it seems kind of dead. Probably because it's it's right after the holidays. Everybody's kind of broke. Lord knows I feel broke, and people are just chilling. But anyway, I wanted to, like I said in my last video, I'm trying to show you guys other stuff than my usual Wesco boots and leather jacket kind of stuff and motorcycle kind of stuff. I was going to ride today, but all my friends said, oh, it's going to rain, it's going to rain. So nobody wanted to ride, but it actually, even though it's cloudy, it only rained lightly so far. So maybe I should have gone for a ride. Cool. I'm getting a little thirsty. I might have to buy a drink or something. All right, so here's the other side of the Christmas tree. And usually this thing is filled with ice, or they freeze it so you can ice skate. But I guess they're not doing that today. Maybe because the holiday is over. The Christmas, New Year's holiday is over. By the way, if I didn't say it earlier, which I don't think I did, to everybody watching my channel, Happy New Year's, Happy 2026. It's unbelievable this the year 2026, but it is. So anyway, by the way, I want to also thank everybody that watches my channel. I know it's a small channel, but I feel like I don't thank you guys enough. You guys, some of you guys have been with me since the beginning. My channel's like, I think 10 years or 12 years old or something like that. And so, started off with Wesco tall boots, and it's still going with Wesco tall boots and everything else. But yeah, thanks for sticking with me. Let's see if we can make 2026 a magical year. And let's see what else we got going on. All right, I'm back at the Oddity Expo here, 2026. We're going to do one more little round here before I call it a day. But let's see if anything new happened while I was gone. This is kind of cool. Just the t-shirt's $30. I was thinking, man, 30 bucks for this whole thing? But it's just a t-shirt. Oh, it looks like somebody passed out or something. It is kind of hot in here with all the body heat, so I can see why someone passed out.
All right, I'm going to pull these out of my eyes. Hang on. Now, before anybody asks, I want to assure you, this is not a sex thing. I do it for money. I just want to say we're having a lot of fun today, right? Now, where's the only person who made it? It is you? Fantastic. You just kind of won a prize. Hang on, though. You'll know when the moment is ready. Now, folks, make some noise for feet. For those of you clapping, we know something about you now, don't we?
That's
now,
pretty
folks,
funny.
Carmen and I have been doing this a very long time. I've tried every kind of sideshow performance you can do. I've tried swallowing swords. I've tried putting needles through my flesh. I've even tried to be an escape artist, but unfortunately there is no trick to it. You're either a natural-born contortionist to do escape acts, or you're a magician, and I am neither of those things. But Carmen is a little bit different. Now, honey, show them your back. The scar running down Carmen's spine. When Carmen was 16 years old, they had a spinal fusion because they had a what?
67 and 32.
A 67 and 32 degree. That is a good 6-7 joke. You're right. I should have made that. This kid's on it. Now, this made Carmen a natural-born contortionist with a hunch in their back. The spinal fusion took that away, but it left the contortion abilities of their arms. Now, if you're like me, take your arms, put them behind your back like this. Lift them as high as they will go. To this I say, ew. In a moment, we are going to take these. Everyone knows what this is, correct? Yes. Handcuffs. Why do you know what they are? Now, folks, that's not enough for this kind of act, though. People always want to see a little bit more. So does anybody want to guess what is in the bucket? Snakes. Yeah, it's definitely not snakes. We'd be bad people if we kept our snakes in a bucket. Now, folks, what we have here is what my therapist called signs of a drinking problem. This is roughly 2, that's right, 2 bathtubs full of broken glass. That's the metric in case anybody's wondering. In a moment, Carmen is going to step into this razor-sharp freezing glass. They're going to step very carefully as to not get cut. And I'll tell you folks a secret. Anybody can walk on glass. Glass cuts in a slashing motion. As long as you step up and down perfectly, it won't actually leave you any harm. Now when you add handcuffs to this, it gets a little dangerous. Now, Carmen, are you ready? ONC, are you ready? I step back from this, it freaks me out. Honey, wait. I found the second microphone. I want you all to hear my favorite part of the show.
This is going to be ASMR.
This kid's got it. Now.
I can't see the glass.
Jump on in. Now folks, observe as Carmen steps perfectly perpendicular to the glass, up and down. Watch as the arms come up. The right shoulder will be the first one to dislocate. If you listen very carefully, God, I heard that one. If you listen very carefully, you can even hear the pop. God, gets worse and freaks me out. Okay. Now Carmen is going to turn very carefully. Carmen looks at the audience. Carmen waves. The audience waves back. Now, as the right shoulder relocates, the left one will dislodge for just a moment as the arms are brought forward. Oh, ew. The dismount is my least favorite part. Oh, there we go. stars, the beautiful Carmen Benson. Now we are not.
All right, so I'm here at the Oddity thing. I'm gonna be leaving pretty soon, but I gotta say I do kind of like the vibe here. Everybody's whatchamacallit, all dressed up, and I always feel like when people dress up, they show who they truly are. And when you dress up like regular, when you're out and about, you're kind of putting on a fake show of who you are. So I like that everybody's dressed up how they feel inside, you know what I mean? All right, let's see what we see. Cannibal Holocaust? The Evil Dead? This is kind of cool. I like this crucifix flogger. I know a lot of people who's into the BDSM scene, they would probably dig this. Yeah, that flogger, those floggers are pretty cool. I'm kind of into crucifixes myself, to be honest. I usually wear them sometimes when I go to certain events like concerts and stuff. But yeah, that would be pretty cool. But I've bought many flogger and a whip in the past, and I don't know, I never use them as much as I think I'm going to use them. So here's all the, I guess the animal heads. I see a lot of people walking out with these things. They're very popular. Oops, sorry.
What's your name? Summer. All right, Summer, I'll have you.
I'm amazed how many people want those taxidermy animal heads. I have like zero interest in those things myself, but apparently some people love them. This is pretty popular. I don't even know what this is. I don't know why this is popular, but it's got a long line. I don't know why that teddy bear thing is so popular, but there's a line. Let me see if I can get a better video of it. I guess you can buy them, or they have teeth. That's the thing, they have teeth. Wow, they're very popular. So those teddy bears have teeth. That's why people are buying them, because they have, like, you know, fangs. Every girl I know that would be interested in teddy bears, they wouldn't want them to have fangs. I don't know any girls that are that rebel. I don't know any of those rebel girls that would be into that. Most of the girls I know who are like teddy bears, they're more like Disney adults, if you know what I mean. You know, you can get these kind of, like, you know, skulls all over, like Arizona, Nevada. I don't know why it would be so popular here. Maybe because they decorate them, you know. It's some kind of, yeah, maybe because they put like a design on them. This is kind of cool. I don't know if these are supposed to be tarot cards or what, but they're kind of cool. I kind of dig them. No, I guess they're just art. This guy burning paper hearts. Chris Madison, I guess. But he's got some nice stuff. That's some very cool stuff. I don't know. I don't know, you know, I'm into photography, still photography as well. I've done a lot of like weddings and, you know, street fairs and this and that. Today I decided just to do video because I wanted to, you know, do this video for you guys on YouTube here. But I gotta say that was some pretty nice photography there. Looks like he put him in Photoshop and did some manipulation or whatever, but still pretty cool. You know, these days I see so much AI stuff all over the place. And it just looks like, you know, I don't know, I always get disappointed when I find out that a photograph or a video is AI, because it just seems like it just takes away all the magic. My friends, well, the rain has finally come back to Los Angeles. It's out there. And the Westcoat tall boots have gotten a little wet, my brand new tall boots. But hey, that's life. You know, these boots are made to get wet. They're made for battle. So I'm still breaking in these boots. But anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video right now. I got to say the show was pretty good. I do think it was worth $50 with parking and everything. So anyway, until the next video, my friends, ride like the wind. Don't let that wind ride you. And I'll see you in the next one.